Have you ever wondered if your birth date carries a deeper spiritual significance? According to certain spiritual beliefs, your birth date could hold clues about the karmic lessons you're meant to learn in this lifetime. Imagine seeing patterns in your relationships, career choices, or personal struggles, and understanding that they're not random, but purposeful challenges guiding you toward growth. Today, let's explore this fascinating concept, blending insights from Buddhist philosophy with universal spiritual lessons to uncover how your karmic journey might be shaped by the unique energies present at your birth. The essence of karma, beyond cause and effect. Karma is often misunderstood as a straightforward cause and effect system where good actions lead to rewards and bad actions result in punishment. But in truth, karma is far more complex. A woven tapestry of energy, influenced not only by our actions, but also by our intentions, emotions, and even subconscious beliefs. Imagine karma as an invisible field surrounding each of us, shaped by the energy we cultivate and carry through life. From birth, this karmic field contains tendencies and patterns we may not fully understand, but are there for a purpose. They act as catalysts for our personal growth. In Buddhist philosophy and many spiritual teachings, karma isn't seen as a rigid destiny, but as an opportunity for transformation. Instead of being trapped by past decisions, we're encouraged to actively shape our karma through conscious choices, mindfulness, and self-reflection. The challenges, relationships, and even the repetitive patterns in our lives are often reflections of this karmic field, pushing us toward the lessons we need to learn to evolve spiritually. This deeper understanding of karma reveals that it's not about punishment or reward. It's about refining our soul. Our intentions and inner emotional states play as significant a role as our physical actions, meaning that to improve our karma, we must cultivate positive thoughts, empathy, and genuine compassion. By addressing our inner world, we can begin to transform our karma, turning past lessons into pathways for future growth. In this way, karma becomes a dynamic force, empowering us to create a life aligned with both purpose and peace. How to calculate your karmic number, a guide to self-reflection. To uncover your karmic number, simply break down your birth date into single digits and sum them. For instance, if your birth date is July 15th, 1990, you'd add each component separately. The day, 1 plus 5, the month 7, and the year, 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 0. This simple calculation, which reduces all results to single digits, can lead you to a number between 1 and 9. Each of these numbers represents a unique set of challenges, strengths, and life themes. Now, let's dive into each karmic number, understanding how they symbolize different paths to self-discovery and growth. Karmic number interpretations. Exploring your path. Each karmic number from 1 to 9 offers unique insights into our life's purpose, spiritual growth, and personal challenges. By understanding the specific energies associated with our karmic number, we can gain deeper self-awareness, recognizing our strengths and areas for growth. This journey of discovery helps us embrace our life's lessons with openness and purpose. Let's explore each karmic number and what it reveals about the path of personal and spiritual transformation. 1. Pioneering spirit and self-belief. If your karmic number is 1, your life path is centered on self-discovery, independence, and leadership. People with this karmic energy often feel a powerful urge to innovate, create, or lead in some capacity. This sense of purpose can bring a deep satisfaction in carving out a unique path. But it also brings the challenge of navigating feelings of isolation or going it alone. Karmic 1 individuals frequently grapple with self-doubt and may struggle to feel validated by others. For these individuals, true leadership emerges through balancing self-confidence with humility, recognizing that genuine influence comes from inspiring and uplifting others, not simply exerting authority. Consider the journey of a first-time entrepreneur. Initially, they may feel intense pressure to handle everything themselves, doubting whether others would share their vision or work with the same dedication. Over time, however, they realize that leadership isn't about controlling every detail, but about creating a mission that others want to support. They learn that their role is to inspire, set a direction, and then trust their team. Through this process, Karmic 1 individuals discover that independence doesn't mean isolation. It means confidently forging a path that encourages others to join in and contribute their talents. Personal insight. People with a karmic number of 1 often need to overcome a tendency toward self-criticism or fear of failure. The lesson for them lies in embracing their strengths without undermining their confidence with doubt. They learn to trust their instincts, realizing that every misstep is an opportunity to grow in resilience and understanding. By embracing their individuality, Karmic 1s create a legacy that inspires others to embrace their own paths with courage. 2. Harmony, sensitivity, and emotional intelligence. The karmic number 2 represents a path of harmony, cooperation, and heightened emotional sensitivity. Individuals on this journey tend to be natural peacemakers, gifted with a strong intuition that allows them to perceive the needs and emotions of others. This empathetic nature makes them highly attuned to their surroundings, but it also presents the challenge of navigating personal boundaries. Karmic 2 individuals often seek external validation and may suppress their own needs to maintain peace. Their lesson is to develop inner strength and self-worth without relying on others' approval. Imagine a family mediator who often steps in to resolve disputes. At first, they might feel compelled to keep the peace at any cost, fearing that asserting their own needs could disrupt harmony. Through experience, however, they come to understand that true peace sometimes requires taking a stand and setting healthy boundaries. For karmic 2 individuals, growth involves learning to balance their compassion for others with self-respect, ensuring that their empathy doesn't lead to self-neglect. Story example: picture a therapist who feels deeply invested in their client's well-being but struggles with emotional boundaries. Over time, they learn that maintaining a strong sense of self is essential for their own health and for providing effective support to others. By valuing their own needs as much as those of others, karmic 2s develop a balanced approach to relationships, becoming both compassionate supporters and self-assured individuals. 3. Creativity and disciplined expression. Karmic number 3 reflects a life focused on creativity, self-expression, and communication. Individuals with this number are often drawn to the arts and possess a vibrant energy that fuels their imagination. However, their challenge lies in channeling this creativity with discipline. Without structure, karmic 3s may start numerous projects, but struggle to complete them. Feeling overwhelmed by an abundance of ideas, their lesson is to develop a routine that nurtures their creativity while providing the focus necessary to bring their ideas to fruition. Consider an artist who is constantly brimming with new concepts, but rarely follows through. Initially, they might find it exciting to brainstorm freely, but over time, they realize that lasting success requires commitment and consistency. Through a steady routine, they discover that creativity flourishes when paired with discipline. For karmic 3s, growth means learning to balance the spontaneity of inspiration with the steadiness of routine, allowing their creative visions to materialize fully. Personal reflection. People with a karmic number of the 3rd of May resonate with the experience of a writer who has countless ideas but struggles to complete a manuscript. The lesson here is to cultivate persistence, recognizing that creativity is not just about bursts of inspiration, but about dedication and focus. By developing a steady practice, karmic 3s can channel their vibrant ideas into meaningful accomplishments, creating art that resonates deeply with others. 4. Stability, responsibility, and resilience. If your karmic number is 4, your journey centers around building stability, structure, and responsibility. Those on this path value hard work, dependability, and a sense of order in their lives, often dedicating themselves to creating a secure foundation in relationships, career, and family. However, they may struggle with rigidity, believing that control equates to security. The lesson for karmic 4s is to recognize that true resilience is about adaptability, not just steadfastness. Learning to let go and trust others becomes essential for their growth. Imagine a manager who tries to oversee every detail of a project, feeling that their hands-on approach is necessary to maintain order. While this might work initially, the pressure eventually becomes overwhelming. By learning to delegate and trust their team, they realize that stability comes not from controlling everything, but from building a reliable support system. For karmic 4 individuals, growth means balancing their need for order with flexibility, allowing them to adapt to changing circumstances without losing their sense of security. Life insight. Karmic 4s often feel a profound sense of responsibility for those around them. Over time, they learn that resilience is not about controlling every variable, but about finding strength in their ability to adapt. This journey teaches them that flexibility is essential for lasting stability, allowing them to build a foundation that can withstand life's inevitable changes. 5. Adventure and adaptability. Karmic number 5 is all about freedom, adaptability, and the spirit of adventure. Individuals with this number are natural explorers, driven by curiosity and a desire to experience life in its many forms. They thrive on variety and change, often seeking excitement in new experiences. However, their challenge lies in balancing freedom with responsibility. Without commitment, karmic 5s may struggle to find fulfillment, constantly moving without fully engaging in any one area. Their lesson is to discover that true freedom comes not from constant movement, but from adapting gracefully to any circumstance. Consider a world traveler who constantly seeks the thrill of new places and experiences. While this lifestyle is exhilarating, they may eventually realize that a meaningful life requires more than just novelty. By cultivating inner stillness, they learn to find adventure in everyday moments. For Karmic 5 individuals, growth means discovering that the greatest journey lies within, where fulfillment doesn't depend on external change, but on the ability to appreciate the present. Personal story. Imagine a person who frequently switches careers, always chasing the next opportunity. Over time, they come to understand that fulfillment doesn't require constant change. It requires finding meaning in the moment. By learning to balance their adventurous spirit with commitment, Karmic 5s develop a sense of purpose that grounds them even as they explore the world around them. 6. Compassion and self-love. A karmic number of 6 represents a journey of compassion, care, and the responsibility of nurturing others. Those on this path often feel called to support and uplift those around them, whether as caregivers, mentors, or friends. However, their challenge is to balance their compassion for others with self-love. Karmic 6 individuals may fall into patterns of self-neglect, believing that their worth is tied to helping others. Their lesson is to understand that sustainable compassion begins with self-care. Picture a caregiver who devotes their energy to others, but struggles with setting boundaries. Over time, they learn that by caring for themselves, they have more to offer to those they support. For Karmic 6s, growth means developing a healthy balance between giving and receiving, recognizing that they can only pour from a full cup. Through self-love, they create a foundation of compassion that is resilient and fulfilling. Reflection. Many Karmic 6s feel a strong urge to make a difference in others' lives. However, they come to realize that by nurturing their own well-being, they strengthen their capacity to give. This journey teaches them that compassion includes caring for oneself, creating a cycle of balanced, authentic love that extends to everyone they encounter. 7. Introspection and balance. Karmic number 7 is a path of introspection, wisdom, and the pursuit of deeper meaning. Individuals with this number are often drawn to intellectual or spiritual exploration, seeking answers to life's fundamental questions. They are natural seekers, often immersing themselves in study, meditation, or contemplation. However, their challenge is to balance their inner quest with active engagement in life. Karmic 7s must learn that true wisdom comes not only from reflection, but from applying their insights to everyday experiences. Imagine a philosopher who spends years studying complex theories, but struggles to connect with others. They may feel fulfilled by their inner journey, but eventually realize that true understanding requires interaction and exchange. For Karmic 7 individuals, growth means integrating their knowledge with the outer world, creating a balance between contemplation and connection. Personal insight. Karmic 7s often experience a deep sense of solitude, feeling that others don't share their quest for meaning. Over time, they learn to embrace this introspective nature while also opening themselves to relationships and shared experiences. This journey teaches them that wisdom grows through both internal reflection and active participation in the world. 8. Power and integrity. If your karmic number is 8, your life path revolves around themes of power, ambition, and ethical responsibility. Individuals on this journey are often drawn to positions of influence, seeking to create lasting change in the world. However, their challenge is to balance material ambition with integrity, recognizing that true success involves using power for the greater good. Karmic 8s learn that ethical leadership means uplifting others, not just advancing their own interests. Consider a business leader focused on building wealth and status. Over time, they come to realize that true achievement isn't measured solely by financial success, but by the positive impact they have on their community. For Karmic 8 individuals, growth means understanding that power comes with a responsibility to serve. By aligning their ambitions with values, they create a legacy that reflects both material success and ethical integrity. Story example. Think of a politician who starts with personal aspirations but eventually champions social causes. Karmic 8s learn that power is most meaningful when it contributes to the greater good, transforming their journey from self-centered ambition to compassionate influence. 9. Compassionate altruism. Karmic number 9 is marked by compassion, idealism, and a desire to make a meaningful impact. Individuals on this journey often feel called to help others, whether through service, activism, or small acts of kindness. However, they may struggle with boundaries, feeling that they must save everyone they encounter. The lesson for Karmic 9s is to balance their idealism with realism, recognizing that sustainable compassion requires self-care and clear limits. Imagine a social worker dedicated to their clients, often feeling emotionally drained. Through experience, they learn that helping others is most effective when it comes from a place of balance. For Karmic 9 individuals, growth means understanding that they can make a difference without sacrificing themselves. This journey teaches them that compassion is powerful when it is balanced, allowing them to serve from a place of wholeness. Reflection. Karmic 9 often feel overwhelmed by the world's suffering, wishing they could do more. Over time, they come to see that true compassion lies in doing what they can while honoring their own limits. By setting boundaries, they create a cycle of compassionate giving that is sustainable and impactful. In summary, each karmic number represents a distinct path toward personal growth and spiritual development. Whether focused on leadership, creativity, introspection, or compassion, each number offers insights into our strengths, challenges, and purpose. By embracing these lessons, we can align ourselves with a life of meaning, growth, and connection, transforming each karmic influence into a source of empowerment and wisdom. Transforming karma. Practical steps to growth. Karma is often seen as a kind of cosmic balance sheet, where actions lead to inevitable outcomes, but in truth, karma is a living, dynamic force that we can actively shape. Every thought, intention, and action plays a role in creating our karmic path, meaning that through conscious efforts, we have the ability to transform karmic patterns. Rather than being bound by past actions or feeling trapped by recurring issues, we can create positive, meaningful change. Below are some practical steps to help actively transform karma and promote spiritual and personal growth. 1. Self-reflection and awareness. Self-reflection is a cornerstone of karmic transformation. It's the practice of looking inward, observing our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors with honesty and without judgment. By developing a habit of self-reflection, we can begin to see patterns, both positive and negative, that influence our lives. The goal here is not to criticize ourselves, but to become aware of the unconscious cycles that shape our experiences. One of the most effective ways to practice self-reflection is through journaling. Writing down our thoughts, feelings, and actions at the end of each day can reveal patterns we might not otherwise notice. For instance, you may begin to see that certain people or situations consistently trigger frustration, impatience, or anger. By understanding these triggers, we can start to ask ourselves, why do I react this way? Or what can I learn from this recurring emotion? Additionally, consider setting aside time each week to review your journal entries. Look for themes, such as recurring feelings or situations that seem to repeat, and try to understand the underlying beliefs or habits that drive them. This practice of identifying triggers and patterns helps us respond more mindfully rather than reacting from habit. Over time, self-reflection becomes a powerful tool for karmic transformation, allowing us to choose responses that align more closely with our highest values. Practical example. Imagine a person who often feels resentment toward a coworker who gets more praise. Through self-reflection, they might realize that this resentment stems from a personal belief about their self-worth. By acknowledging and working on their insecurities, they can begin to approach the relationship with more kindness and understanding, ultimately creating a shift in their own karma. 2. Forgiveness and release. Forgiveness is a profound way to release karmic blocks. Resentment, grudges, and unresolved anger create negative energy that binds us to past experiences, making it difficult to move forward. Forgiveness is not about excusing hurtful behavior or forgetting what happened. It's about freeing ourselves from the emotional weight we carry. Letting go of these emotions allows us to clear space for more positive energy, inviting peace and harmony into our lives. One effective forgiveness practice is the Hawaiian Ho'oponopono mantra, which involves repeating the phrases, "I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you." This simple yet powerful practice helps cleanse lingering negativity. Each phrase addresses a different aspect of forgiveness. "I'm sorry" acknowledges that pain exists, allowing us to recognize and own our feelings. "Please forgive me" serves as an internal request for healing and release, both from others and from ourselves. "Thank you" expresses gratitude for the lesson embedded in the experience, even if it's difficult. "I love you" reinforces our intention to move forward with compassion towards both ourselves and others. By practicing Ho'oponopono or other forgiveness techniques, we begin to heal past wounds and release karmic attachments. Forgiveness allows us to move beyond old hurts and embrace a future unburdened by negativity, transforming our inner state and ultimately our karma. Personal reflection. Think of a time you held resentment towards someone who wronged you. It could be a friend who betrayed your trust or a family member who caused you pain. Reflecting on that situation, try practicing Ho'oponopono, either in a journal or out loud. Over time, you may notice that the emotional charge around that person or memory begins to fade, allowing you to move forward with a lighter heart. 3. Mindful intentions. Setting mindful intentions is a powerful way to actively shape our karma on a daily basis. Intentions are like the seeds we plant in our consciousness. When cultivated consistently, they shape our actions and experiences. By setting positive, specific intentions, we can create shifts in our thoughts and behaviors that align with the type of energy we want to bring into our lives. An intention can be as simple as, I intend to be kind today, or I intend to approach challenges with patience. The key is to choose intentions that feel meaningful and achievable, reflecting the values you want to embody. Intentions differ from goals in that they focus less on achieving a specific outcome and more on cultivating a particular mindset or quality within ourselves. One effective practice is to set a new intention each morning. Take a few moments to reflect on how you'd like to approach the day and choose an intention that feels aligned with your current challenges or opportunities. By revisiting this intention throughout the day, you create a steady reminder to act in ways that support your highest values. Practical example: if someone tends to be critical of themselves, they might set an intention like, today, I choose self-compassion. Throughout the day, when they notice self-critical thoughts, they can gently remind themselves of this intention, gradually replacing judgment with kindness. Over time, this consistent practice reshapes their internal dialogue and contributes to a more positive karmic pattern. 4. Consistency and compassion. Consistency is key to transforming karma. Making meaningful changes requires dedication, patience, and a willingness to keep going even when progress feels slow. Whether it's journaling, practicing forgiveness, or setting intentions, these practices are most effective when done regularly. Transformation is a gradual process, and the more consistently we engage with these practices, the deeper the impact on our karma. Compassion, both for ourselves and others, is equally important. As we work to improve our karma, it's natural to encounter setbacks, old habits, or recurring challenges. In these moments, it's crucial to approach ourselves with understanding rather than criticism. Self-compassion allows us to recognize that growth is a journey, one that involves both progress and occasional missteps. When we approach ourselves and others with compassion, we break cycles of judgment, anger, and negativity. Compassion transforms our inner dialogue and, by extension, our karma, creating space for healing and growth. Example of consistency and compassion. Imagine someone committed to practicing patience, but occasionally finds themselves losing their temper. Instead of becoming discouraged or giving up, they remind themselves that patience is a skill that takes time to develop. By forgiving themselves for moments of impatience and continuing to practice, they gradually build a calmer, more balanced mindset that positively impacts their karma. 5. Gratitude as a daily practice. Gratitude is another transformative practice that can reshape our karmic experience. When we focus on what we appreciate, we shift our attention from lack to abundance, fostering a positive outlook and attracting more positivity into our lives. By regularly expressing gratitude, we create a karmic pattern of appreciation and openness, aligning ourselves with the energy of abundance. A simple gratitude practice involves writing down 3 things you're grateful for each day. These can be anything from major achievements to small moments of joy. The act of acknowledging these positive aspects creates a mental shift, helping us view our experiences through a lens of appreciation rather than desire or frustration. Additionally, expressing gratitude toward others, whether verbally or through acts of kindness, can create positive ripples in our relationships, inviting more love, support, and kindness into our lives. Practical exercise. Try starting a gratitude journal, listing 3 things you're grateful for each day. Over time, notice if this practice changes your perspective or mood, making you more aware of the blessings in your life. This simple habit can transform your energy, aligning you with a more positive karmic flow. 6. Acts of kindness and service. One of the most direct ways to create positive karma is through acts of kindness and service. When we give to others without expecting anything in return, we invite the energy of generosity, compassion, and empathy into our lives. These acts don't have to be grand gestures. Small acts of kindness, like offering a kind word, holding the door for someone, or listening with empathy, can create significant shifts in our karma. Service also helps us step outside of our own needs and desires, fostering a sense of interconnectedness with others. By contributing positively to our community, we actively generate goodwill and support, creating a positive karmic cycle that extends beyond ourselves. Reflection. Think of one small act of kindness you can perform each day, whether for a friend, family member, or stranger. This practice not only uplifts those around you, but also brings a sense of fulfillment and purpose, aligning your actions with positive karmic energy. Transforming our karma is an empowering journey, one that invites us to take responsibility for our growth and happiness. Rather than viewing karma as a rigid destiny, we can see it as an evolving process, one that we actively shape through our thoughts, intentions, and actions. By practicing self-reflection, forgiveness, mindful intentions, and consistent compassion, we begin to clear away old patterns and create space for positivity and harmony. Each step toward karmic transformation, no matter how small, brings us closer to living a life aligned with our highest values and purpose. The practices we adopt, whether through daily gratitude, acts of kindness, or mindful awareness, are seeds that grow into a more fulfilling and harmonious life. Embracing this path with patience and openness allows us to not only heal our past, but also lay a foundation for a brighter future. Ultimately, transforming karma is a journey of self-discovery and evolution. It's a path of learning to choose love, resilience, and kindness over fear, judgment, and negativity. As we continue to make these conscious choices, we shape a karmic cycle that uplifts ourselves and those around us, leading to a life filled with meaning, connection, and peace.